Hello, welcome to this week's vlog. It's a very late start. Today is Thursday, the 19th of November, and I am feeling not much. I feel like I'm gonna cry, and if I don't feel like I'm gonna cry, I feel like I don't feel much at all. And that is on Supernatural ending tonight. So it's been a bit of an emotional day. And I'm crocheting as I'm talking. I'm making Ravenclaw colored scarf for me. I'm hoping that my package would, I hope that they ship my package with a bunch of wool, yarn, and stuff for my project that I'm doing for Christmas for my sister. But yeah, Supernatural's ending tonight, which is gonna be a lot emotionally for me. I'm aware of that. It's just I didn't. It's hard having this show, and when I have such a large emotional connection to it, like I'm very, very emotionally invested in this show, and it's hard knowing that it's gonna be over, and I'm gonna have to be without it, and I'm gonna lose that large part of who I am now. And it's, all in all, it's a very emotional day because of this. And I'm aware of that. Like, I scheduled my counseling appointment. I have one tomorrow, so I'll have that. But I'm gonna have to go through class and a job interview beforehand, and I'm probably gonna end up just buying books since I'll be at the mall. And that's just how it be sometimes. I finished 2 books so far this week. I finished reading Course in Mushrooms by Rumi Goto. This I gave 5 of 5 stars. It's such a beautiful book, and if you want to read Canadian fiction, I recommend this one. It's so beautiful in the way they use storytelling, and I just kind of like marked it up, and it was such a beautiful book, and I don't regret waiting and putting off the longer short essay paper, because this was so worth it in the end. Like, this is what we needed at this point. This is what I needed it for it. And this is definitely a book that out of all the books I've read for for school this semester, this one is the one that got me. Like, I've never been more happier to read a book for school than I have reading this one. I also finished reading The Last of the Wine this morning. It's on my desk, and because all of this is balanced on my bed, I don't want to get up and disrupt and like ruin it. But I had to read it. I kind of read the entire thing this morning because I had a quiz on it in my class, and it was pretty good. It was definitely an interesting way of looking at ancient Greece, especially considering, unlike when I did my Life in Ancient Rome course, we read a book from that time period. That book is not from that time period. So in a whole, it's interesting. Writing is still going slow. but there's also not much I can do about it either. I want to check in on the stuff for because it is ML Appreciation Day, and I should probably say something for my fellow MLs. But I also don't know if I'm going to be able to do much in the way of writing this evening, because I am feeling very sad. I was thinking about that I was going to do it this afternoon, since I'm done with pretty much my major deadlines, and I do like to have some sort of break. Like, I'm going to have to start reading my year of needs, and then I still have a paper that I have to finish writing so I can do my presentation on it on Monday. But oh yeah, I'm also gonna have to figure out what courses I'm gonna take next semester, because my course selection is coming up. But that's gonna be hard. I'm very much so oversharing today. I don't normally share this much about my emotions, because I do find it very uncomfortable. And it took me so long to get to a place where I could talk about it with my current counselor. And my mom, through her work, they have like a free 10 session thing. And my mom was looking into it, but I'm also like, I don't know how beneficial it would be for me, because so many of those would just be me getting comfortable with the person. Jesus Christ, that piece does not stay in. But yeah, I was thinking about reading some of There'll Be Peace When You're Done, and I literally got like 2 pages in, and then I was just like, no, I'm going to cry. And I have sparks this evening, and at least if I start crying after, it would be like along with the show, and at least that would be somewhat better than me going and crying. We also don't have that much left of this semester in general. It's wild. There's only 2 more weeks left. 3 more weeks. Yeah, 2-3 weeks left of lectures. And then it's end. Then I'm done my first half of my second year of university. Which is even wilder a concept, because I never being a university student is wild, because yours seems so weird. And like, I don't know, like I'm getting a job interview tomorrow, and I hope I do get it, because money is hard with university, and my emotional response to things is to buy stuff. And I enjoy getting packages and letters, because it gives me a little bit of happiness or whatever. At some point I'll be getting one from family in the States because of the TV Guide magazine, which probably also will make me cry once I actually look at it, but to be fair, not much regarding Supernatural isn't going to be making me cry. Ooh, I got a new tarot deck that came in today. I'll show you later on, but it's very beautiful. I bought it partially because it has to do with a presentation that I'll be doing for one of my classes. And it's based off of a book series. And I actually really like the sizing of the cards. Like, I was unsure, but they're like the perfect size for me to hold them properly. Because for my first deck, they were like very long. So when I would hold and shuffle it, it would be just very awkward in my hands. Because they would be too big for me to like hold them. And my second one, it was like really thick. So the pad was still hard for me to hold. It's like I have long fingers, but my hands are also relatively small because I'm not that big of a human being in general, size-wise. So, definitely found the deck size that I like, which would be nice. But I also gotta remember that you already have 3 decks now. You don't need any more. That being said, I do want to get a pendulum at one point. But that would be a later thing for me, I guess. Oh Lord, so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Hopefully this doesn't fall. Hello, today is Friday. I'm currently in the car. I just had my job interview. My anxiety was high. I literally had to go when I left the mall because that's where I was. I'm wearing just the sweater. I took off my coat and everything, even though it's like 1 degree out. But it's fine. And oh, my order is coming.
Hi there.
Hello.
There.
too. I got myself McDonald's. The flurry is going to be for after counseling because I figure that since it's cold outside, once the cars shut off, it won't be that big of a deal. And I want to go to Walmart because I want to try to find a certain type of yarn so I can make like little amigurumi supernatural characters, because I found one because I was really sad after the episode, and I don't want to talk about it now because I still have to be seen in public, and I cried a lot, so I'm trying to like lower the amount of crying I do when I'm seen in public, so that's fun. I also went to the bookstore as a sad gift, and I bought these Violent Delights by Chloe Gall, and I'm so excited. This is technically one of the Dark Academics book club book for December, but I've also heard that this is the author's first book, and she just graduated university, and I gotta support my fellow education, fellow students and all that. So that's basically that. Had a grand chat with the cashier there. Friends with the people in the bookstores and the libraries. This is gonna be fun because now I have to figure out how I'm gonna get out of here because McDonald's is really busy right now. I'll stop this and I'll come back once I'm at Walmart. Okay, we're here. I swear no one in this town knows how to drive, especially when we're at the Walmart parking lot. And people just don't care. They're like, hit me, I dare you. I also just thought about that I kind of want to check in EB Games to see if they have any supernatural related things there. I'm not going to talk much about what happened in Supernatural last night, purely because I know that I'm going to cry. But I will say that, like, the little reflection documentary thing was beautiful. It was really cool to see all the characters and all the actors reflect on the past 15 years. The final episode was really emotional. I was like crying throughout the entire thing, and then afterwards, like, I'm not talking about it very much, purely because I know that once I start talking about it, I'm gonna start crying again, because I found that I couldn't even think about it. Oh, my sweet and sour sauce. If you have been anywhere on the internet, you know that a lot of people have been making jokes about it. Because a lot of people didn't think that was a good ending. And I'm not sure what I think currently. Mostly because I'm still very emotional about it ending. And I probably will continue to be very emotional for a little bit.